Hey guys, Intense here. As requested by my awesome subscriber Drew Bridge, today I will show you guys how to get all the artillery marks on Red October for both attack and defense. I will try to keep the video short and to the point as I plan to make a playlist where I'll cover all the maps to help you guys be more fast in getting those sometimes tricky artillery marks. If you like the video, please share it with your friends so more people, especially the guys who play squad leader, can help the commander more easily. But before I show you the first arty mark, I want to point out the difference between mortars and artillery and how I use them. For the past weeks, especially on Red October attacking side, I started to use to great success mortars for clearing a cap zone and artillery to block the enemy entrance to the cap zone. It all boils down to observing the kill feed and having some awareness of what's happening in the objective. If I see that my team can't push inside the cap zone and the kill feed favors the defenders, then I use mortars to clear out the objective. But if the kill feed favors the attackers, meaning my team is getting the kills but somehow they still can't capture it, then I call artillery to prevent the enemy to come back to the cap zone. Now we all know the majority of the defenders go on the left side of the cap zone, so lately I had some great success with this arty mark. It is really important to use mortars here to prevent casualties if the team pushes on the left side, but also because it is more compact. Here you can see the difference between artillery on the left side and mortars on the right side. The artillery is more spread out and it might kill some friendlies, while the mortars are more concentrated on that area that we have marked. If you want to be safe, it is a good idea to tell your team to push to the center or far right. Here you can see two more options, one in the center of the cap zone where I recommend you to place artillery, and another option on the far right side if the enemy is concentrated there for whatever reason. Moving on to Charlie, here is a good arty mark to block the enemy entrance to the cap zone. Make sure you place the arty mark on the lighter part that you see on that window, because the mark changes significantly if you place it on the darker part of the wall, as you can see here. If the enemy has a really solid defense, I use this mark in the center on the dark part of the wall between the angled concrete roof and the vertical girder, because the enemy is most likely concentrated on the middle of the cap zone and probably the top platform is occupied by machine gunners. For echo, if you see on recomplane the enemy is concentrated on the left ruins, use this mark on the train car to clear them out, but also to block entrance to the cap zone. If there isn't much hit on the ruins, go with the classical behind the cap zone mark. Another option is to place a mark on the destroyed tank, where usually you will encounter in that area enemy tanks and machine gunners. For golf you have two options, one behind the cap zone with artillery to block their entrance, you can mark anywhere in the opening that you see here, or you can place a mark in the middle area with mortars to weed them out. For defenders, when you spawn, run to the left side of the trench and place the mark on top of the car you see in the distance. It is important to understand that you use artillery only for alpha because of the increased cooldown time for defenders. After alpha I only call mortars. For Charlie, this is the classic mark in front of the cap zone if the enemy is aggressive. If they are a bit more slow, I usually tend to drop the mark on the right side of Bravo on the small hill to block their path from alpha spawn. For echo, this is the only mark that I use. If I am good on time, I might drop artillery here instead of mortars. On golf, it all depends where the enemy is pushing. If they push from echo, I put a mark on the front side of the cap, otherwise, if they push from the left spawn, I drop a mark on the destroyed train cart left side of the cap zone. If you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you for your time. Please share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode where we take a look at Rakovice because it has some really interesting artillery marks. Thank you and I will see you soon. Bye bye.